Wellington Rugby TV, welcome back. I'm joined this afternoon by a well-known Wellington Rugby identity, Mason Malagamaali'i. Mason, welcome.
Almost there, thanks.
How's that, mate? How did I go there?
Yeah, not too bad.
Thanks. Good coach. I've got a good coach. Mate, full-time now at the Wellington Rugby Union. What's your role? Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
The official title is Rugby Development Manager. The focus around my role is, of course, is a teenage component. So trying to re-engage those who have probably fallen away from rugby, probably played in their junior years, gone to college, played something else. So just coming up with different ways and different avenues, creating different ideas around re-engaging those kids, and at the same time trying to retain the current stock playing rugby post-college.
You had a big part to play in the Oriental club leading into this role. You still got a role to play there? You're still involved in the background a little bit?
I have, not as involved as I was previously. I have a good person that's taken over the role of Rugby Development Officer there in Boasa, but I'm now just attached to the women's team very much. So in and out. In and out, the very successful women's team, of course.
Quick rip, we saw a little graphic at the start of this program and it's in behind us. What's that about? What is it? What's that about?
Well, it was an idea that's born from the New Zealand Rugby. It's been around for 2 or 3 years, but it hasn't really been driven in Wellington. So it's a non-contact format of the game.
Is it a game for the old fellas?
It's a game for anyone.
Cool.
So one thing I do put out there is that it's not a game for everyone, it's a game for anyone.
Adaptation of the rules. I guess rugby has to, a bit like golf, cricket, everything else, we see the variations coming in. Rule adaptations are a little bit easier for got people that haven't played before?
It is. It's identical to sevens, and it's very much an advanced version of Ripper Rugby.
Okay.
So you play cross field, different formats you can play. 7-a-side, play cross field, half field. You have the 3-person non-contested scrums if a knock-on occurs. 2-person line-out, no lifting. So back to the old school when.
Nice.
When line-outs were invented when you were playing.
Square-toed boots, love it.
And you can kick without restriction, height or length.
How do you get into it? Where do we play? How do we sign up? How do we get involved?
Well, we had a bit of a pilot to run at the Gala Day, the Club Rugby Gala Day a couple of weeks back, and that was pretty good. We had 4 social teams get on. Hasn't really grown so much into the public as yet. We're currently running a college competition.
Yep.
Out of the Western Bays, but looking to create a competition in the city and Hutt Valley in the coming terms, school terms.
So I guess the easiest way if people are interested is to get hold of you?
Very much, yes.
Okay, cool. Mate, talking about that, we're rolling into round 3 of the Swindell Shield, the club competition up and running, and a couple of interesting results early on. We'll just have a quick look at the table or at the games this weekend, of course over the Easter weekend. Avalon up against Old Boys University. Avalon 2 from 2. OBU a great start but stumbled last week. Who's your money on?
Hard to go past the defending champions, Old Boys University. However, that Wolfpack, they'll be on a good high at the moment and looking to continue that momentum. So almost on the fence, but leaning towards the boys of the city.
Teetering the city boys. All right, here's one for you, mate. Hutt Old Boys Marist unbeaten against Auries. Come on, shock me.
Got to back the boys from the community and the peninsula.
Really?
Oh, I think they got their wake-up call last week against Tawa, and without removing any credit from Tawa, they're a good outfit in themselves. Hutt Old Boys going to be tough.
Paraplum against Johnsonville?
I'm going to go draw on that one.
Oh, okay. Righto, draw you will. Tawa, Poniki?
Yeah, I've got to have to say, after what Tawa did to my boys last week.
And at home.
And at home. However, Puneke over the Rams last week, so they'll be riding on a bit of confidence. However, I think Tawa will be too strong at home.
Upper Hutt tipped over last week, as you say, by Poniki at Maidstone Park, up against Petone.
Yeah, Petone are off a good win last week against Paraplum. I believe Petone will probably have the edge over at Maidstone.
A little bit of niggle coming up on this one, I'm sure, over the hill at Wainuiomata against MSP. It's always a tough battle. MSP just got home against the Axemen last week. Wainui, the shock of the round, beating Old Boys University. This is going to be a tight one.
Yes, I believe so as well. Wainui, they're going to have a lot of muscle and power, and I think that's how they got over OBU last week. If they have recovered well following last week's win, I believe that they'll find the edge against MSP. However, I caught a glimpse of Mara St. Pat's. I believe they got a good good brains trust behind that team, and I reckon they'll be able to come back. It's going to be a tight affair, and I'm going to put 2-3 points either way.
Good, you're not sitting on the fence, that's good. And the game to kick off the round, the North Wellington boys are rolling up on Thursday night to play their fixture at Jerry Collins Stadium. This will be another tight one too.
Yeah, tonight, North won't have to travel.
No.
Going to play under lights. It's one of the best grounds in Wellington. I'm going to have to pick it to the home boys over there at Jerry Collins Stadium.
Mate, thanks very much for your picks. Hope the quick rip goes well for you. And as we say, if you want to get involved, you're the man to talk to at the Wellington Rugby Union. Wellington Rugby TV, have a fantastic Easter.
Cheers, Bonnie.